Why, hello there. I'm in Disco Elysium. Day 2 is drawing to an end. It's like 8 o'clock. No, wait, 6 o'clock. Come on. Come on, do my conversion here. And is this the same Lady Cindy the Skull who was up here?
Hello again,
It is, yeah.
Have you come to admire my mural?
Let's just ask real quick about the missing armor. That's not what I wanted to do this episode. I wanted to go talk with the lorry drivers to ask about the drugs. But maybe Cindy the Skull, who seems like she might also know something about the Union's smuggling drugs. Let's ask about this missing armor that I am curious about.
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Come on, Cindy, just help me out here.
Ugh, alright, sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Looked cute as hell.
That is good to know, because we are going to the fishing village tomorrow, I do believe. Well, thank you, Cindy.
If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time.
Got it.
Piggy, I have no idea why I just told you that. You look like a shaggy dog left in the rain for too long. I have a weakness for animals.
Aw, I can see that. Man, we're bonding with Cindy. I love it. Catch you later, Cindy. And to the lorry drivers. Let's run. Oh, come on. I said let's run. So yeah, I'm excited now that we have some sort of lead on those on one piece of armor at least. Wait, where am I going? The lorry drivers. Yeah, right over here. And I think Tommy. Oh yeah, and I forgot. Okay, good. We have 8 minutes left. Okay, wait, hold on. There was a yellow thing here. No, right over here.
Droplets of rain fall on the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage.
Should I think about something? No time for this. Will it be here when I come back? I don't know. All right. Wasn't I supposed to... Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important?
Yeah.
Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery.
Good point. We have 7 minutes left of all these +1 things that I wanted when I was going to go talk with the lorry drivers to complete the quest. But take a moment and admire the piece of machinery.
Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look.
This is really cool design, by the way. Great job, artists, for this game.
Someone has waxed it recently.
That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool, Kim.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
A fine machine. Run our hand over the smooth metal surface. We're very tactile, aren't we?
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
There's gentleness in the lieutenant's eyes. Lieutenant's voice, excuse me.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down.
I think you need to slam it, Kim. Make it more imposing.
Sorry, I'm not following you.
Me neither, honestly.
Lingo it up.
Drop the ride 200 mil. Get the camber to frosty minuses.
No, that's porno tuning.
Use bigger words.
It needs a massive aero kit and gargantuan roof-mounted...
Porno. That's short for pornography.
So what's wrong with pornography?
That's a negative on the porno. Thank you, though.
Fair enough. And what's it packing?
130.
Ooh.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
That's what? A 7-liter V12?
7.2. Supercharged.
The lieutenant is trying to suppress a smug smile unsuccessfully. Okay, let's move. Yeah, that was totally worth it. 1 minute left. All right, Tommy. Can I do anything in 1 minute?
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
Yeah, you seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
Oh, man, do I know. He folds his hands behind his head and leans back.
But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
I need to get high, and I'm looking for a dealer.
Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
What? No, of course not.
Then what's your deal here?
All right, let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Ooh, that could be fun. So, yeah. Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
Ooh, I swear if we had +1 psych, +1 physique, and +1 intellect, he would have told me something. Well, that's all for now, Tommy. Bye. This is going to be tough, isn't it? All right, let's see here. I guess we'll go talk with this lady who doesn't talk. She's so sad, huh? Wow, was that really the fastest way to get there? Raphael is my first name. I guess I go by Ambrosius sometimes. It's no big deal. All right, lady.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
Me, I'm the law around here.
Then I don't suppose you could tell me where we are, Lowman?
Sure.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
When else would you be then?
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with the young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buendero.
That sounds nice.
Until you came along, that is.
Eh. Right, have some other questions for you. Police questions.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
What you hauling?
Diamonds.
Diamonds, really?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Sure. Okay, but what are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
Well, that's good enough for me.
Is that all you wanted to know, Lowman?
You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel. The great adversary. No drugs can compare.
It's not really what I was getting at.
Then what were you getting at?
What is it that you're hauling exactly?
You're man, Lowman. What of it?
Let me put this another way. Are you smuggling drugs through Terminal B?
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
How can you not know what you're hauling in your own lorry?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, Lowman?
Drugs?
No, Lowman. Diamonds.
I see. She's very clever.
Damn this. Make her answer.
Are you making fun of me right now? You better start complying.
I would never make fun of a real lowman, Harife.
Harife?
Ma'am, you're not responsible for what the client puts in your lorry, as long as the seals are not opened. We officers know that.
Yes, he gives me a stern look. He doesn't like my physique skills, I've noticed. Like, anytime I roll with these pink skills, he's like, officer?
Lay off her.
All right, we can lay off her. If you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs around here?
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
That's Tommy, right?
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Okay, so she has no idea. Is that what visual calculus is telling me here? All right, well, if you're not involved with the drug trafficking, then why are you still waiting here? But how do we... I still think she has drugs in there. She doesn't know what's in there. let's open it up here. Yeah, I don't care about diamonds. I didn't ask you about diamonds, did I? I don't care about that.
Diamonds are good for you, Lowman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras.
Just let me see your stuff. All right, whatever. If you're not involved with the drug trafficking, then why are you still waiting here?
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
What? Why? Thank you for now.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
Her voice trails off. Why was that good enough? The jam mystery? Yeah. It was her. Her drugs are in here. Let me in to investigate. I'm so confused why we concluded there were no drugs in there. Tommy, are you holding out on me? Because the Paledriver seems to think you're a skinny poet with drugs.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
What are you hauling?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
You're under arrest.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods.
Shut up.
They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. We've been making headway in the...
Shut up.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
All right, tell me more about this strike. Maybe the strike is affecting his ability to carry these drugs.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Yeah, maybe I should go on strike.
Maybe you should. Cops don't get paid much and the hours are long. Plus, you can get shot. Why not?
Kim, what do you say?
The RCM is a self-managing organization that operates on donations. We promote our own leaders. It would be like striking against your own mother.
No, your mother.
I don't think you understand how that joke goes, but do continue. You were asking about the strike?
What's the union demanding? Yeah, because we've heard they're demanding just some, insane things.
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Yep, Joyce told me. Those demands were crazy. And what do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
All right, anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road toward the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
Yeah, we are disagreeing with Tommy here. We think chasing transient pleasures is not a drag. And I'm realizing, obviously, there are more lorry drivers. And in fact, there was that. I never realized I could do this with my mouse on the top left. All right. Yeah, I'm remembering there's a Wild Pines worker in the Whirling and Rag. I wonder if there's other lorry drivers in the Whirling and Rag. And we can find them just, chasing transient pleasures out in town in Martinez. Yeah, maybe that's what I need to do. There's more lorry drivers than just these three. Interesting. Okay, anyways.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
What do you see in his eyes? Interesting, that popped up over the text.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
All right. Man, you look sad. What's going on with you?
You really are the law, aren't you? I get that being bluntly observant and inquisitive comes with the territory, but it certainly doesn't help with your conversational skills, does it?
What?
Maybe the full-on, direct approach wasn't correct. Damn, it's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong.
Yep, that's all for now. Bye. All right. So then, I guess we can talk with Siileng. I guess. Since that's what we're doing. And she could not see Siileng, right? The Paledriver? No. What's up, man?
Everything's still cool here, officer.
The food packages you're selling have humanitarian aid written on them. How come?
You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try them out.
I think I'm getting a feel for what's happening here. And I think my character is not interested. He can tell there's no drug smuggling going on here. Alright, if they're delicious, it's okay.
They're very delicious and shelf-stable. You can keep all this out in the sun come summer. Try it. Buy some tuna. Won't rot. Unrottable.
Can we get better rhetoric? We can obviously smoke. That'll give us rhetoric. Do I have clothes? Maybe I should try and get my rhetoric up and then ask for more money. And I guess we should try to make sure he's not the drug smuggler.
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
You have a permit?
Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits. Just economic freedom. Take a look around.
He takes a deep breath of the economic freedom all around us.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds and a dust-choked air.
This game is subtle in places and really not subtle in other. Look around at the economic freedom, the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, and the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds and the dust-choked air. Yep, that's economic freedom for you.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
Sweet, no permits mean less work for me. Let's move on.
That's right. Revachol is the best place for an independent self-employer like myself. That's why it's so cool with all the models coming here and cool celebrities.
He smiles his bright toothpaste ad smile. That's all then, cool cat.
Anything for you.
I'll leave you to it now. Wait, did it just say it was locked?
Everything's still cool
No.
here,
It
officer.
said challenging. Okay, sorry. What are we looking at here? I wanted to leave him to it. Check to see what I have that can give me rhetoric. Rhetoric. Nothing. So I don't think +1 with smokes is going to be good enough here. Oh, wait. Rhetoric with this thing? No. Okay. Oh, we weren't holding the bag, so I couldn't see any tear. Ooh. Do I know what this is?
The shine on these
Oh, yeah, I do know.
lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
No rhetoric, Inland Empire, electrochemistry. That's pretty fun. The ugly glasses. But, I mean, 340, whatever. We gotta get to the bottom of these drug smugglings. What about this guy? Is that guy a lorry driver? Maybe if we eavesdrop on him a little more, he can tell us something? Geez, shit. I make my own way. They don't know me. I work hard, play hard. He kind of seems like a drug smuggler. I ain't got shit. I'm scum. Yeah. Maybe that's the lorry driver who got the drugs. And I just have to wait for something. I don't know. All right. Was there seriously... I mean... there's no other lorry driver. Wait. The racist guy. Is he a lorry driver?
Welcome.
Ah! Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revacholmi. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Yeah, Kim, you tell him.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
Well, since I said you tell him before even seeing that option, I gotta say, you tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
So we are in a limbo.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
Oh, it's just a lorry driver thing, okay.
I know exactly what you meant.
Oh.
You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave.
Kim's really getting into it. I've never seen him so upset.
But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Indeed.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Finger pistols! Fucking A, Kim. I've got your back. Pew pew.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
Ooh, the lorry man spits.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
He smells of heavy motor oils and his breath of high tar content cigarettes, probably Astra Whites.
The mug. Wait a second. This is the suspicion we have that he was the lorry driver that took part in the lynching because of the racist mug. That's funny. Yeah, I found this mug in the trash. Is it yours?
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. I haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
He thinks the racist mug is funny, huh? Is it yours?
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
Oh, interesting. All right, well, what you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
And what kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up? I think we know.
Apples.
Apples.
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
Uh-huh.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
I was bested? Come on. Gotta smoke?
No.
Oh.
He's got a smoke right there in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage.
Yeah, I'm gonna need the one you're smoking, buddy.
Can't have it.
Hand it over. I'm confiscating it as evidence.
Evidence of what? I haven't done anything.
Fuck, I oughta...
What, officer?
Shit.
Sorry I couldn't be of any help.
You're a lorry man, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector.
I see.
They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
Listen. No, I've noticed that this game doesn't take strong to like sarcasm or like stupid little jokes. All right, but this was interesting because way back when, I forgot his name, something head, Measurehead. He told me that they make alcohol in Ilmara. Hold on, but they make alcohol in Ilmara too. I was told they do.
I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Mundi. Or sometimes I like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. Koikos and worse much. But they do no booze.
So I take it you're not smuggling drugs out of Martinez?
Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
Gosh dang it.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Now what are you still hanging around here for? Most other camionneurs have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it.
A shame.
Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Bad for him, I guess.
It's a fucking travesty is what it is.
Well, if it's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Siileng, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Well, yeah, the humanitarian aid package is short. That's the one you're talking about?
That's the one. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood.
Yeah, don't be talking smack about my bro Siileng. Of course, if he was smuggling drugs, that's fine.
Is your man alright? 100%. He's a lorry man selling his employer stuff. Broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. No doubt he's selling drugs too.
Well, I guess we'll go talk to him again.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Siileng himself has to say.
Seriously, yeah, I really don't think it's Siileng. But I guess we need to pay Siileng a visit then. See if this all checks out, you racist.
Guess so.
We're done for now. All right. Ooh, wait a second. Hang on here. There's something to do. My eyes spot.
Lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Do we see drugs in the window?
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
Wait, is this the skinny guy, skinny poet? The pale driver can see? Because he's up high. She should be able to see him, right?
Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor mixes with cigarette residue.
Okay, what about the back seat? I don't care about stickers and insignia.
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Okay, so no drugs.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
You think this lorry belongs to a tough guy, huh?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
There he is, in front of Rita, smoking nervously, hoping it's over.
He's smoking nervously. All right, let's bust him.
He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows where it will come in handy? A slightly scared, racist lorryman.
Yes, I love my half-light. What kind of stickers and insignia?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels. A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crowned with wavy rays.
All right, so we've got lots of sun motifs here. And he is now nervous, we can tell. Let's boost things like... Oh, we're wearing our half-light. I'm trying to boost our... physical instrument, maybe? Oh, we got physical instrument. Yeah, that's good. Endurance versus... Yeah, let's get our endurance up so that I can beat him down. And then We'll smoke. Or no, I don't need to smoke. I don't need to smoke. We'll drink some pale-aged vodka. Ooh, the finest vodka. Actually, we're gonna go get some beer, I think. So I don't have to waste my vodka. That stuff was expensive, man. Give me the cheap stuff.
A colorful
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both
yes, we can
and
afford it.
cigarettes damage
Shut
your
up.
health. Here you go, mister.
Shut up, lady. I'm not in the mood. Alright. Give me the cheap stuff. We cannot drink it. What if we move it to our right hand? Still can't drink it. I don't understand. Maybe we have to be outside? Maybe I have to put the smokes in the other hand? I will drink you, beer. There we go. Now we can drink it. All right. I got my physique. Let's get everything out of our hands so that we have suggestion or whatever. Oops. Ooh, that was close. And, I really need to get more, whatever it is, magnesium or hypnogamma. All right, dude. I'm not happy with you.
Looking for something?
No, maybe I am happy with you. All right, that argument, huh? Let's argue.
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
I don't like that answer.
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
Oh boy, he threatening me?
Not sheep, ostriches.
Let's see here. I want to follow Half-Light, but I'm not really sure. I guess that's threatened. Whatever, we'll just go with reaction speed. Sheep don't bury their heads, ostriches do. You mixed up your metaphors.
Whatever. Go back to your college class, Pino.
So you're just a racist. Makes sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Nope.
If this guy's all the Occidentals have, well, let's just say he's not exactly ripped.
Yeah, I can really tell you're a prime example of superior design.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
Okay, and?
This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kips are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Yeah, I think my guy... He probably has some sort of... not sympathy is the word, but like he understands where this guy's coming from. But I think with Kim, like, right, he has a black friend, right? Or a minority friend. Like, he can't be racist. He's got a minority friend. So I've already made up my mind. Want to hear it?
Oh?
Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt.
Oh, no way.
Damn, that felt good. Your heart's pounding nicely. You should tell people to fuck off more often.
Fuck yeah, motherfuckers.
That's the spirit. Never forget. The whole world's a wooden house, and you're a goddamn flamethrower.
Goddamn right. Well, Kim, do you have any ideas on who's hauling drugs? Nothing. He does not have any ideas on who's hauling drugs. Can I get tear? I think I've already checked this stuff. I'm so freaking dirt poor, and we don't have any ways to heal our morale. Where? I guess we talked to Siileng. That was the next thing, and then we'll wrap it up here. What an unproductive freaking hour. Man. Siileng, you holding out on me, bud? Are you? Oh, what's this? Sorry. I'm curious. My eye catches something. Scribbled between the thighs of a page 3 girl. Lorraine Jean du Disco. Hey, I like disco. What did we see? Scribbled between the legs of a page 3 girl? Was it this flyer right here? Yeah, maybe. Wow, our perception was really doing a good job. We saw that from across the way, huh? All right, Siileng. Oh, it got bright. The lights turned on.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
All right, what's your stance on drugs, buddy?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives.
Sure.
Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
Yeah, I'm super into drugs, to be honest.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
Sad.
Sir, it appears to be true. No drugs in sight. Not in the box of sunglasses or under the speakers.
Yeah, buddy, I didn't think it was you, but we're looking for a lorry driver who is transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But, I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
You are a lorry, man. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That was my first thought, too. I just figured we'd come talk to you.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
Yeah. Amen.
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Look, dude, I don't care that you're a lorry driver.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
Oh, so you were embarrassed to tell me.
No, I just forgot. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole. With ingenuity.
All right, stop squirming, buddy. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
Tell me about that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
Who? I need names.
There's more here. He's afraid of this crowd, whoever they are, more than he is of the racist lorry man.
Siileng, who are you afraid of?
Look, there's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up.
We're buddies, Siileng. Help us out. No one will know it's you.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Yeah, you can imagine. My first thought was like, wait, he's being transphobic about this, but no, he just means she's not ladylike. She's not prim and proper. I see, Siileng. Say no more. Thank you for your help.
Interesting. Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys?
Oh, snap! Yeah! We're looking for the lady. The Hardy lady. All right, is the lady driver the old woman back there? Dazed out? Strange?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
You think she could be associated with the Hardy Boys?
I don't know. I'm not local. I don't know anything about that.
All right, well, who are these other drivers who talk?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
We cool.
Who exactly is talking about
Alright,
this
Kim's
lady
not.
driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
That's Tommy. I didn't even. Does he have tattoos? I don't know.
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Me neither, brother. All right, we cool now, buddy. We're cool.
All right.
Yes.
Nice cold.
Nice
Let's cap
cold.
this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
That sounds great. Let me just smoke and then see if I can get some money from you. Rhetoric is... Oh, we're out of smokes and I don't have money for more? No! That's so sad. Why did I buy the vodka? I thought it was going to be more than just 4 uses of beer. That's so funny. All right. Okay. Darn it. And yeah, we've already looked. Nothing gives me rhetoric. 28%.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
I want the sunglasses, buddy. I'm sorry, I don't have any money. Can I steal them? It doesn't give me the option to steal them. Well, one more time to the old lady. Let's freaking mess her up. Come on, this way. Ooh, ooh. Stop. Between those trucks down there. Smokes, go get them. Yes, thank you. That's exactly what we needed. Okay, maybe I will go ask him for money. Now that I have some... Oh, that's so sweet. Are there 4 uses? Unbelievable. Thank you. Yes. I think they're only worth like, what, 3 real? All right. Oh, smoking. They're in my right hand, and I can do that. And we'll go try and pass that rhetoric check, which I'm not going to. Oh, let me move. Yeah. I don't care. I don't care about that. All right. We'll heal up so that I have high endurance. And then, Siileng, buddy,
Everything's
bro.
still cool here, officer.
No need to twist this one up. Just tell him what you want.
I want your money.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm corrupt, I don't know.
Ah, yes. Lots of cops are.
The street vendor nods, dead serious.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
I know, Kim. I
Sorry,
know.
detective.
I'll leave you to it for now. Maybe one day we'll get some money. All right, pale lady driver. Pale driver. Pale. Whatever. Where is she? Where is she? You. Can I roar at her? I'm feeling in the mood for a roar at the tail end of this episode.
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain me with your questions.
All right. Are you the lady driver?
Did you just call me a lady, Herife?
Well, aren't you a lady?
The woman's malevolent cackling.
I'm a lady like you are Gabriel Buenguerro.
Oh, no.
Only in dreams.
We're out. So you're not the driver everyone is terrified of?
I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Why are you scared of the people who used to know you?
Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was.
Oh. All right, then who's the female driver I was told of?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
Man, pale driver? Are you holding out on me? We'll never know. That's all I needed to know for now, thanks.
Oh, Sim.
I asked about this, right? Before I came, you seemed away.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
All right, Kim, if you say so.
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Should you drive a lorry if you get like that?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best communers around. I drive routes no one else will.
What routes?
Lomonosov's Udashnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain.
She nods and closes her eyes again, letting her mind submerge.
A terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth as she stares inward.
Whoa.
The Transcatolia Magistral. You for 1A. As Estradas do Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches, where the bluebirds fly.
Cool. Ride until you're dust, sister.
Irmão, I already am dust.
You make me want to do some Pyrolidon, man. Well, thank you for now. Should I do some Pyrolidon? Find out who's the lady driver and where's her lorry. I can't believe how much time we spent getting to this point. I want to talk to Tommy. Should I do some Pyrolidon? Sure. What YOLO? Do the Pyrolidon. Damage is health, right? Not physique. All right, lady, it's been a pleasure. It's been a bloody pleasure. Tommy, lady driver, who you got? Where'd she go? She's seeking those transient pleasures? Who is the lady driver?
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man.
Yeah, man.
What's on your mind?
I heard that one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know this lady driver?
I don't want to talk about that.
I don't mean to pry, but I need your help. She may be involved with the drug business.
Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
Who is she to you?
A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
I asked you who's conducting the drug trade. You said you didn't know. Now you're saying you do.
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
Who is this person? What's her name?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me, too. Now I see why.
What does she look like?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
Indeed. When did she leave?
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
Dude, it's just the drug smuggling. You think I give a shit?
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you.
Believe us, it really is.
I just can't, man. I'm not naive.
You said she's troubled. How?
She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
Yikes.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
Come on, man. Life's just a joke.
Maybe. But not another person's life.
I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not?
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Ooh, hold on. Her mind?
The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
Do we have a kindred spirit?
The pain it was causing her.
Yeah. When she left, did she leave her lorry behind?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
Oh, I'll be talking to the racist, but first, you seem to know the most about her.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one.
I'm good at that.
Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, son.
Oh, I know.
It's right here. The answer is right here. You just need to ask him. Come on, do it.
She's a suspect, and I need you to tell me where she is, or I can't finish the investigation. We're forcing Tommy.
I thought you were a different kind of cop.
Something breaks in him as he stares into your eyes. Where is the lady driver?
Here.
He takes a keyring from his pocket and then looks at it before giving it to you in silence.
The keys to a motor lorry. Pretty complex. Looks like a chain lock.
Her lorry's still here. Down past the Statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these. That's all I know.
When did she leave?
Last Friday.
Anything else, like where she is now?
No. I don't know.
Why'd she give you the keys?
She left them to me. Because she trusted me. So I can get it out of the way when the jam breaks loose. Otherwise...
He doesn't finish the sentence. Otherwise what?
The other drivers would have to tow it or break in to get the machines moving.
He nods. Yeah, of course. Right. Kim's not an idiot like I am.
If they break in, they would find what's hidden inside. Something incriminating.
One more thing. About something else.
Nah. I need to think my own thoughts now. Pray forgiveness for my sins. Go check your cabin. I hope it gets you something. Help someone.
That was rough. I don't know. My character was not sorry, and I wasn't feeling sarcastic enough to tell him sorry. But I found that brutal. Sorry, Tommy. Be at peace, brother. Here we are, and I will end the video, I think, by going in here and concluding this mini investigation into the drug smuggling, hopefully.
This screen found, A to Z, Contemporain, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
This is the one our man pointed to.
Unlock the door.
You push the key into the lock and turn. It makes a cracking sound. Then the door pops back a few centimeters. You can just
open it.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat where the toolbox should be.
Let's get straight to it. Peel off the cover on the passenger seat.
Voila! A stack of neatly folded papers has been stashed behind the seating fabric. You see 3 maps depicting a large metropolitan area. It's Revachol. Some of its routes and highways have been outlined with a pen.
Bonne prise.
The lieutenant commends you as you shift through the treasure, well worn and folded into neat squares. Let's look at this topmost map.
This large map displays the elevated motorway called 881. The intake leading to Martinez is marked with a blue X. There's another X on the off-ramp at a place called the Old South.
Wonder if this is across the canal and we'll be able to get there tomorrow?
Toll booths at the intakes are marked with a circle. It looks like there are scant few ways of getting onto the elevated motorway that runs over Jamrock. And this person knows them all.
She's a savvy gal.
There, hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881. High above the mass of brown and red roofs, that is Jamrock. The commuters don't even look down. The world ceases to exist outside the windshield.
Where does the road lead?
To Couronne, through the middle-income neighborhoods there, by the river, and then to Stella Maris and La Delta for work, while the men and women of Jamrock scuttle to their fates below the road.
All right, the second map?
This municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of storm sewers underneath a sub-district called the Pox, old military hospital, right adjacent to the 41st precinct.
Hey, that's our precinct, right?
Wind rips through the empty hallways of the once great military hospital, now just a ruin under an overgrown park. Beneath the hospital, great sewer tunnels hum and vibrate with life of their own.
What is that sound?
The rattle of motor carriages and lorries driving through long-forgotten tunnels, lit by gaslights.
I don't really understand how there can be a hum and a vibration of motor carriages and lorries driving through forgotten tunnels. If they're forgotten, how is anyone driving through it? Is it because our Shivers skill is like imagining? Like, yeah. It's imagining what happened in the past, long ago. Motor carriages and lorries drove through the tunnels. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, third map.
The final map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction of Motorway 881. A few routes have been marked with a pen, where the tunnels and sewers surface near the eminent domain and a traffic island in central Jamrock by the lake. These service tunnels were probably used during the construction of the foundation beneath the motorway.
Sure, sure.
Despite the cold, figures move about cloaked in shadow, their breath escaping in white clouds that fade into the darkness. Wherever you look, the night gives cover to her messengers.
Ooh, where are these figures cloaked in shadow going?
They travel from eminent domain to perdition and onto the main, over the River Esperance, on Route 881 to the Old South. The exit ramp is supposed to be shut down, but there's much activity. The road spreads like the tentacles of a great octopus.
Whew, some fascinating things here. This one I found the most interesting, the second map. The storm sewers underneath a sub-district called the Pox used to be a great military hospital. No, these are different. No, it's the same. It's the same. Oh, I see. Wait. There's a park on top of the military hospital called the Pox that's on top of the storm systems. That's very interesting. Okay, what does all this mean?
It means that the smugglers are secretly using the motorway to transport their goods and materials. They've infiltrated the East Motor Tract, most likely. The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though apparently not all of them.
Where does it end up?
Hard to say. This distribution network looks certainly large, yet still vague enough. It doesn't reveal much about the Besmerti behind it.
Besmerti, that sounds vaguely familiar.
The Besmerti is a Revacholian crime syndicate. They see themselves as the inheritors of the 14 Revacholian Indo-tribes, but really they're just violent gangs vying for control on the west side of Revachol. With cool names like La Puta Madre and Ahura Mazda, it's a dark parody.
Sounds pretty cool to me. The 15th leader of the 15th Indo tribe. All right, who do you think is behind this? The La Puta Madre, perhaps?
It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation has spread everywhere in Jamrock. If it's that widespread, then Madre remains the most likely suspect.
Yes, La Puta Madre, like I said.
Here's bad news. There have been attempts at a serious investigation before, but they haven't ended well for those involved.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. What can the RCM do against such hate?
Especially bad news for cops who may have something in their past they don't even know is there.
That's a good point. Have we ever run afoul of this Madre? Yee. Well, let's return the stack of papers under the seat. Fascinating stuff.
Best not to disturb the scene.
Yes.
I'll have forensics go over the lorry and pick these up later.
Great.
The stack of maps looks just like before, barely noticeable. The movie stars look silently by, and the pull-out toolbox has a rubber handle, worn from years of use.
Yeah, I guess I'll just do all this stuff. Let's admire the posters first.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat.
An ingenue? I'm not sure I know what that word means exactly.
There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin.
Let's stop and wonder, what is that smell?
The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume. Probably grenade number 5.
Now that is impressive. What if that's our... What if the lady driver is our lost love, and it's related to why we tried to, kill ourselves with all the alcohol? Like, we found out she had something to do with it, and we confronted her. No, just... I'm such a conspiracy theorist sometimes. All right, anyways, let's study the centerfold.
The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared.
Ooh la la.
The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera.
An autographed poster, well done.
Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger on whom exactly.
Huh, but our drug habit is telling us that. Enough of the posters.
The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard, and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat.
Let's examine the radio.
Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver.
And it's a different key than the one we have, huh?
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Huh.
It has to be an advanced model to fit so many frequencies next to each other without blending them together.
What about the Speed Freaks FM? Is it one of the saved stations here, Kim?
No, that's on 78.9.
Hey, stop. Awkward coughing. Let's raise our eyebrows. His eyebrows have defeated us before. Let's raise our eyebrows in return.
What? I happen to have committed the frequency to memory. I have no problem admitting that.
Say no more. Why would anyone need so many radio stations?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation, with quite a range too.
Interesting. So the Union is doing some drug smuggling, but it's not just the Union. It's this literal mob, the Madre, right? Can I actually? No, I can't. I can't go back and see what we were talking about with the Madre. La puta Madre. Because, right, that's got to be the huge operation. Or maybe even the company that handles all these lorries. I don't know.
A 20-kilometer radius at least, perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now.
Yeah, the lady driver took it with her. Is there anything we can do with the radio?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without the dial key.
Yeah, wow. She took the dial key, which is a different key than the key to her actual lorry. Very interesting. What else is here?
The ghostly actresses and the rusty toolbox under the driver's seat and the oddly bulging seat cover.
All right, check the pedals.
You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Does she have trouble with her foot? Right? She's the limper. Yeah, the woman in Titus Hardy's group was the one with the limp, or she favored one leg. Could that be part of it? She needs a little extra help in order to really get her foot to stay on the throttle. I don't know if that's a real thing that happens to people. I've never heard of this.
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Yeah, it looks like the driver has glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle to offer some extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
Oh, it's not that she had a limp. It's that it rubbed off the pattern from her boot. Yeah.
Yes?
He likes where this is going.
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it to yourself.
One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
The missing 8th Hardy. Here?
Looks like her, yes.
And she's also the one running the drug trade. What a handful.
Now we know for certain who's the missing 8th person at the lynching.
Certain.
Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
I think the entire union is involved. Maybe Olive Martinez?
We should talk with Titus, see what he's got to say on the matter. Are we finished with the lorry?
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. The radio transmitter sits on the center console, and a faint smell of perfume is in the air.
I'm not quite done. There might be more to do with the toolbox because it seems like she left in a hurry after grabbing something out of the toolbox, right? There's no way those tools just stay near the pedals the whole time. That is a major hazard. If you were to try to push down on the brake pedal, what if a tool got in the way? Something like that. So it seems like she grabbed something out of the toolbox and then left the lorry.
A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
Yeah, it's empty. She just took all the tools out, huh? All right, what's the newspaper?
It's an issue of Paledriver from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
From last Wednesday. So she didn't leave immediately after the lynching or something like that. Well, that's when the traffic jam started, so that wouldn't have made sense anyway. She wouldn't have had time to chat with Tommy. Anyways, let's pick up the note.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the ULAN frequency system.
The ULAN frequency system, huh?
These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hangover, but they give you a headache.
Yeah, I'm never going to be able to figure them out. Does Pain Threshold like that they're painful? I don't know.
The ULAN frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
Huh. Well, that's something to keep in mind if we hear someone talk about the ULAN frequency system. Maybe it has to do with this drug trade. Let's push in the toolbox and...
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Posters, a radio, dust on the windows.
And let's close the door.
You close the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Maybe I split this into 2 episodes, huh? No. We'll end it here. This will be 1 episode. Let's talk to Kim. It's 8 o'clock at night. Let's talk to Kim. Then we'll talk to Joyce next episode. Until then, y'all take good care of yourselves.